Hello and welcome to EAMG TV. I'm here with Noma, the FAO representative. The first question that I would love to discuss with you is that ACAT's theme, Next Gen AgTech Solutions for Africa Farmers, spotlights the innovation. From your view, what value chain or gaps are ripe for tech-driven solution at this event, and how can ACAT delegates advance them?
Thank you very much, Amanda. This ACAT conference is very timely because we are 5 years to 2030, which is when we are supposed to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 2 on ending hunger. So as FAO, we believe that science, technology and innovation have the potential to really address some of the challenges that farmers face to really to feed the world. And particularly for Africa, we believe that science and technologies can enable our agri-food systems to be more efficient, inclusive, resilient and sustainable. And I believe that there are many gaps along the value chains which have been presented at this conference. Allow me to highlight two areas. The first area is around post-harvest losses. The ag technologies that have been presented, is particularly by youth, is addressing some of these challenges where it is estimated, depending on the value chain, that up to 30% of what was produced is lost, which translates to loss of income for the farmer. And so these technologies can help address that challenge. I'll give an example. For instance, they could be these technologies, there were technologies, smart technologies around addressing storage issues, which have the potential to ensure that food is preserved, food that is produced is preserved. There were technologies that look at value addition, which is something that also addresses food loss and waste. Now coming to market access. The challenges that smallholder farmers face, it's both from the access to inputs markets as well as the output markets, which also contributes to the earlier problem I mentioned, challenge of food loss and waste. So we can have digital platforms with the young people. The brains of Africa are already developing, and these really hold the potential to solve these market linkages that farmers face, both from the input side as well as from the supply side. And this is also regarding both domestic as well as international markets. These digital platforms and these digital solutions that our young people are producing, our ag innovators are producing, needs to be scaled up so that they are both accessible and affordable to the small-scale farmers.
Given that ACAT's emphasis is on farmer-centric design and last-mile delivery, how can participants help scale the FAO's supported innovations?
Yes, so as FAO, we have piloted and shown proof of concept, which is the role of a knowledge organization like ours, for a number of innovations. For instance, vertical gardens, we are implementing digital village initiatives, and these have proven to be useful and appreciated by farmers. And we need partnerships, both from the developers of these technologies, from the private sector who are really play the role of commercializing this, and within that also policy makers, which are the governments, as well as other development partners, so that really we are making this technology accessible and affordable to our farmers, so reaching the last mile and making it farmer-centric. And also some of the new innovations, they need to be tested with our farmers, and FAO has shown that through methodologies and approaches such as farmer field schools, we can actually test these technologies with farmers. And once we have evaluated together with our partners what works and what farmers appreciate, then we go to the phase of making sure that it is accessible and it can actually be made available. Like for instance, in Rwanda, we usually test in 1 or 2 districts, but there are 30 districts. So we need partnerships, strong partnerships with all the players, public, private, civil society, to really make sure we are reaching the last mile.
So as we have had so many different discussions in this ACAT conference, and we've seen so many showcased exhibitors here, What do you think is the follow-up actions, and do you expect from FAO and stakeholders to take post-ACAT 2025?
Post-ACAT 2025, for me, I'm looking forward to the communique that will really be presented in a few minutes from now. And I'll take this communique and really share it with our partners who are not able to be present here, because we need collaborations to make sure that what we've seen here does not really stop here in conferences, but is actually actualized and can be scaled up. We need investors to really see opportunities from these startups, evaluate them and scale them, because it's only through scaling these next-gen technologies, ag technologies, that we can have impact and solve the challenges that our continent faces. So as FAO, we are really happy because this is coming at a time where we are also organizing a related conference on ag biotechnologies, which is next week in Rome. So definitely I'll make sure that the key messages from here are not only staying within Rwanda, but is also going global, so that we can see how to facilitate and foster particularly South-South cooperation, because some of the things that we've seen here are really revolutionary. Secondly, we need to develop a compendium of these technologies so that we take stock of what is already existing, and then we can help investors to look at these solutions and see where there are investment opportunities and see how they can scale up, not only in one country but across the continent, because this is Africa-wide, and therefore as FAO we have presence in a number of countries. So I'll be sharing this information with other FAO country offices so that we are really taking advantage of what is already here so that it doesn't remain on the shelves, but rather reaches the farmers, the people that we serve. We are here to serve, and really look forward to partnering with the private sector, with other institutions, other development partners, as well as civil society, to make this a reality and to end hunger by 2030. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you, and I hope we'll have more conversation.
Same here. I've enjoyed talking with you, and it's a pleasure to be part of ACAT 2025. Looking forward to 2027 and taking stock of what has transformed in our agri-food systems in Africa, and really appreciate the government of Rwanda for a wonderful hosting of this conference. Very informative, insightful, and very exciting to see what is out there, what solutions, especially our young people, are bringing on board to really solve African problems. I really believe the solutions are within our reach, and together we can make it happen. Thank you.